has it that China is about to shut down all domestic Bitcoin and cryptocurrency exchanges, and this is causing a great deal of turmoil within the cryptocurrency space, especially when you consider that this comes just a few days after the Chinese government announced a crackdown on ICOs, initial coin offerings, as a way for raising funds. So in this video, we're going to break down all the latest cryptocurrency news that you need to know about, even if you're not involved in this space. But just before we get into that, I want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors at oneworlddigitalsolutions.com, and don't let the name fool you. They are very invested in fighting against the New World Order, and they do this by taking revenues out of the hands of the major cable and satellite companies, and they put the savings back into yours. You know how Google and YouTube have demonetized a lot of channels like mine because they don't want to fund the kind of information that we're presenting here? Well, the truth is, two can play it at that game. So at Press for Truth, we've teamed up with the fine folks at oneworlddigitalsolutions.com, where when you purchase one of their custom Android cable boxes, you not only get access to every program or any channel imaginable, but you also get it at a fraction of the price, essentially crippling the cable and satellite companies, while at the same time you'll be supporting the free market, independent entrepreneurs who are providing a Robin Hood service here, just like the guys do at oneworlddigitalsolutions.com. And when you use promo code PFT, you save $50 US off the price of the box. So don't delay, guys. Check out oneworlddigitalsolutions.com today, and together we'll figuratively throw up that middle finger to the cable and satellite companies. Alright, on to the topic for today's video. Why would China want to block the flow of cryptocurrencies or ICO startups? Well, perhaps the days of venture capitalist fat cats gobbling up ideas is coming to an end, as today's entrepreneurs are finding free market alternatives to raising capital outside of traditional means. Do you guys remember that TV show called Dragon's Den and their spin-off show they had called Shark Tank? Well, the reason why these investors are called sharks or dragons is because that's actually a pretty good representation of the characteristics of what venture capital funding is all about. Just like these predatory creatures, they're seeking to suck the life out of their prey, and it's usually more about usurping a new idea rather than empowering an up-and-coming entrepreneur. And so now the free market has brought us into a world where ICOs, or initial coin offerings, are raising more funds than virtually every traditional fundraising means combined, and this has the government running scared. According to CoinDesk's recent State of Blockchain report, ICOs emerged as the world's most important crowdfunding tool in the blockchain space, outdoing VC investment as well as Kickstarter and other funding platforms. According to the research, venture capital funding reached a total of $235 million for the quarter, whereas ICOs topped out at $797 million. That's more than 3 times as much. A new cryptocurrency called Filecoin has just broken all-time record for ICO funding, raising a whopping $257 million from investors. So to say that this is comparable to a bullish gold rush is a major understatement, and the Chinese government are not the only ones taking notice right now. Malaysian finance regulator warns investors over ICO risks. Malaysian Securities Commission, the statutory body that oversees and enforces financial regulation, has issued a statement warning investors of the risks involved in initial coin offerings, or ICOs. According to the statement released yesterday, ICO schemes may be unregulated, possibly exposing investors to fraud, and could also be involved in money laundering and the financing of terrorism. So the nanny state is treating them like children who are incapable or not responsible enough to make their own financial decisions. And taking this one step further now, as if banning ICOs for fundraising wasn't bad enough, reports are now claiming that the Chinese government is about to completely ban and shut down cryptocurrency exchanges. This is the article that came out today that's shaking up the crypto world, claiming that the authorities are about to crack down on cryptocurrency exchange websites. And although this is currently just a rumor, A major Chinese exchange recently stated that BTCC China Exchange is operating normally and has not received any new directives from Chinese regulators. It should be pointed out that it was also this same publication who were the first ones to report on the ICO ban before the official documents came out. And that rumor turned out to be true. So there's a pretty good chance that this rumor will also come to fruition in just the next few days. And as we've explained on this channel many times before, what happens in China is often a blueprint or a test run for what's going to happen here in the West. So if you currently have any cryptocurrencies stored on an exchange website, I would strongly recommend that you get them off. In fact, I even more strongly recommend that in this current economic climate, you get your hands on a couple of these, or if you can afford it, grab a few of these. In fact, my financial portfolio advice would be to invest 90% of your assets into silver and gold, physical, tangible metals that you can hold in your hand, and then you can put the remaining 10% into cryptocurrencies. But if you do decide to play around in the cryptocurrency space, I would again strongly recommend that you do not hold your coins on an exchange website, because just like in China, they could pull the plug at any time. So I would recommend getting a paper wallet or what's called a hardware wallet, like this here, the Ledger Nano S. This is essentially the equivalent to storing your gold and your silver on your land, burying it in your backyard, as opposed to having it in a safety deposit box or storing it in someone else's vault. So to wrap this up, the message for today's video is that it is now more than ever incredibly important to protect your assets and to take the responsibility of securing your wealth into your own hands. Get your money out of the banks and put them into physical metals. Get your cryptocurrencies off of exchange websites and put them on a secured, encrypted key. And get this information out there to anybody you know who is interested or invested in the cryptocurrency space before they potentially lose it all. I feel that we're at a fork in the road, so to speak, right now with blockchain technology, where it could be used to empower humanity or it could be used to enslave humanity. And where this goes right now is really up to us. So I hope you will educate yourself today on free market solutions and the need to protect your assets. And speaking of cryptocurrencies, I want to thank all of my followers at steemit.com for liking and upvoting my content. Your support is very greatly appreciated. And if you haven't signed up there yet, be sure to check it out. You can start earning your own cryptocurrencies there, and be sure to follow me at @PressForTruth. Thanks for watching, my friends. Be sure to check us out on patreon.com/pressfortruth if you would like to invest in our efforts here, or you can contribute directly to us by visiting the Patreon alternative link at pressfortruth.ca/donate. Share this video if you found the information useful, click on that like button and leave a comment, and stay tuned, my friends. We've got more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth.